From last year, what did you come into this spring with in terms of your specific position? What did you want to get accomplished?
You know what? I think last year was kind of a learning year for a lot of us, even as coaches, and players learning a new system, moving to the 3-4, coaching outside linebackers, working with really the front seven. And, my goal this spring, obviously moving the corners, was really to try to give our players a little bit more in depth of what really happens up front so that they got a better understanding of how important that their job is.
And with two veterans back there, how do you work in everybody else with those?
Well, that's the benefit. We've got two veterans that have played a lot of football, in RJ and Gary. So we've got some young corners in Woods and Bennett that need a lot of reps. So, I'm really harping on the veterans to help coach those guys up when I'm not on the field coaching them, or if they see something that I don't happen to catch. But also that helps because now we can give those young guys more reps because you've got a lot of plays, under RJ and Gary. They probably played 800 plus plays a piece last year. That's a lot of reps.
And a young guy like Lowe, what do you need to see out of him that says, okay, he's ready to play corner?
We just need to see progression. As long as he's getting better every day. Last year was about just getting in the right alignment, making sure that his eyes were in the proper place, and then just understanding, the overall concept of our defense. Now he ought to go out there and he ought to be communicating. He ought to be talking about splits. He ought to be making the adjustments or communicating the adjustments with the safeties. And then now he's got to go make the play. He's got to start finishing plays.